All right, everybody, we are just around the corner from June, which means we're going to be hearing about the grants hopefully earlier in the month than later. So I figured I'd give you guys a quick tour of the building because a lot of you haven't seen it, and I'll kind of talk through the plans for each area. So let's get to it. So this area I'm standing in right now, this will be Tools West River Meats retail space. They're gonna have fresh local beef and pork products here. We're also gonna have some other local products for sale inside the store. So I'll give you a quick tour. Right now we're just probably planning on having this area. We got some plans for some demolition in the future, but yeah, we'll take a look. So what we're planning here is to knock this one wall out and then close it off, and this will be the entire retail area, along with getting rid of the mezzanine so the ceiling is taller. Now as we work our way back here, this door is going to be closed. This area that I'm standing in right now will be a complete turf area where we'll have functional fitness, planning to have the jiu-jitsu and kickboxing classes in here with mats that we can roll up and put against the wall. This space has been very underutilized for probably the last at least 10 years. So I'm excited to get started on this come June after the grants are announced so that we can kind of give it a little facelift. This is where we plan to have the kids Ninja Warrior, or adults can use it too, more obstacle course like things, body weight movements, calisthenics, things like that. We are planning on opening up the wall here kind of between I-beam and I-beam with two kind of sliding barn doors so that you can access the entire building from within the building. You'll be able to go from the basement over to the turfed functional fitness area, all the way even over into here. If you're someone who in the future end up living here in the apartments, you can also access this area from the apartments without even going outside. So that's really a really cool benefit of this building, is that we're able to bring every single aspect of the building, kind of connect them together without having to leave the building at all. So it's a pretty cool aspect of it. I'm going to take you guys back here to where we plan to have the ADA compliant apartment. So back here, as you can see, there is a lot of stuff. The plan is we need to clear this out. We are going to take out this, I'm going to call it a mezzanine, so that we can open up the ceilings, give you kind of a little higher ceiling in here, even though you could probably leave it. I want the higher open ceiling. We are also thinking about maintaining one side of it so that we can have a lofted area so that the individual that lives here has the option to have family to stay over with them if they would like. I think that'd be a really cool aspect, even especially being that we have like 14-foot ceilings in here, to be able to have a bedroom here, one up above for family to stay if the individual has someone staying. And then you have all this room open up. We'll have a ADA compliant bathroom in the back over there. So that's the plan with this. You guys a quick tour of the motel. That is something that is not in the project right now, but it would be something that we are looking forward to doing in the future. So this is the lobby area to the motel. This would be where the manager's office is, and then we have rooms kind of wrapping around and then working our way down the hallway. Everything on the east side is a half bath. Everything on the west side is a full bath. So I'm just gonna kind of give you guys a really quick tour of the building. I think our plans would be to maintain building layout, combining rooms together to make them larger. So I'll give you a quick tour of that. This would be the manager's office. This would be kind of a little living area, kitchenette. As you saw, bathroom and bedroom. We're gonna work our way over here. This would be a full bath example, closet, full bath, and then a room. They had TVs and a bed, I believe, is what they kind of had. Another example, kind of a bedroom. And we got a full bath here. Great view of downtown. One of the main things that we wanted to do with the grant was to seal the structure itself so that for years to come, this structure will stand strong, right? So one of them being is replacing all the facade windows, all the windows on the front side, as well as the windows down below. If you notice, there's only 3 windows on the street level. We'll restore them to each side having 3 windows with transoms. They'll really bring a nice facelift to the building as well as kind of meet the standard for the buildings down here. So we were also able to, in the grant, budget for all the windows to be done. And there's 32 windows total on this building. That's huge. That's gonna give a great look to the building. I'm excited. Hopefully we hear sooner than later on the building grants, on the grants. Yeah, let's keep looking. It's a long hallway. All the old lights. I would like to keep all the old lights in. It just kind of really gives that authenticity. Just a nice look at downtown. The benefit of this building is that there's windows on both sides, so every single room would have a window. These ones are all kind of blocked off. A lot of people didn't know that this motel was here, myself included. It's just a really neat space that I think we could, as a town, really enjoy and bring back to life. This is probably the worst of the rooms here. Now you may look at this and be like, man, that's a lot. And it is. What's actually going on here is the gutter comes across the back of the building here, and there's actually a gap right here, and all the water has been tripping in and then causing this water damage in this back room. So that's something that we have planned into the budget as well, is to, one, seal the roof, and then also have the gutter redone so that we can avoid this issue with the infrastructure. I had someone look at the chimney. They said that the mortar really isn't that bad yet, so we didn't have that in the budget. But taking care of this is a major priority because water wreaks havoc on buildings. I'll show you another area where there's been a lot of water issues in this building, where if left unattended would cause a lot of issues. So I'm gonna skip right to that. This is kind of one of the areas where we have water and moisture issues. Is there is a vent right here that you will see that water drips down, and then it kind of seeps through and kind of runs over this window that was an exterior window at one point. This might be hard to see, but this is where we have another major water issue. If you can't tell right now, this floor is extremely spongy from all the water damage. When it rains, the gutter is bad and it's kind of angled down, so all the water drips right over this pipe here and then comes into the building. But you'll also see that the concrete has sunk, so it all kind of comes down to a V. So then we get water leaking in this complete corner here. As you can see, that some of that concrete's falling apart and kind of making its way over. So when it rains hard, this is very, very wet. Right now, this is a trash can. I don't know if you can tell, it's about half full. I kind of use it to try and catch some of the water. Catching some is better than none at all. So this is just another example of if this was left alone, eventually this is just gonna deteriorate over time. So I'll kind of show you this little walkway up here and how it goes to the back. So as you can see, we kind of made our way full circle. We came in the front over there by where Tools West River Meat's gonna be. I showed you the west side of the building where we'll have an opening over there. And then this would be kind of the south side of this southeast side of the building. So it'll be exciting to have it all kind of connected together and be able to just ebb and flow from what you want to work on within the building. So I'm excited to bring this to Algona. I know you guys are just as excited, so I wanted to give you guys an update. Stay tuned for follow-ups. We're just currently waiting for the grants. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Stay fit, JFit fam.